Hi, have you ever attending a home party somewhere at your friends or something? Or maybe you even have been the host. Maybe you were the one that had the showcase of different kind of products. Maybe it was some plastic things for the kitchen and so on that you use every day. Or it could be cosmetics or products in the health industry or a lot of those things. When you attended an MLM party in one or another way. And in this video today, I'm going to talk about what MLM is. And I'm also going to cover some aspects of it. Because what I have found out is not necessarily so that one person that is providing people with this information of the special product in the special company. They not always know themselves that they are in an MLM company. So what does MLM stand for? It stands for multi-level marketing. And this is something that in one way have had some bad reputation during the years, because a lot of people don't understand exactly what it is about. And a lot of people, or people are calling it scam, they are calling it pyramid, Ponzi, and so on. But in an MLM company, it's legal. And depending on which company, they often are members in some direct selling company and so on. And if we take Livegood here as an example, it's a part of business for home. So I'm going to share screen with you. Because if you were on this, let's say this plastic party. Oh, I should just do like this. This for okay. If you have been there, that is the old school of MLM taking place, and a lot of those MLM companies are still using the old school way to provide people. They are prospecting people. They are reaching out to friends. They are and so on email, on Facebook, and so on. But there are also people that are doing that in the new school MLM also. But I think it's time to realize we're now living in 2023. So things are changing. And it's up to you if you want to have your eyes open and follow along, or if you want to be that blindfolded person that are just seeing like this and says, oh, AI, oh, la, 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 oh, MLM, blah, 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 that's blah, la, la. It's your choice. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter because it's your choice. And I can be here and I can talk about it and let you know some more things. But for example, I checked some things up there, and yeah, of course, the difference, because if you're talking about MLM, the thing with MLM I want to say that it's a way for you who wants to free your time, because you can work when you want, because we have so many digital possibilities today to share. And the new companies, they have seen this. They are doing this in this way, and that's what Livegood does. You have your own link that you can provide digitally, so you can put in your work when you want to, that you can't do if you're an employee of a special company. And that's more like of being a pyramid. Someone is telling you what to do, when to do, and you have the boss on the top and everyone under is just has to do what the way that the boss decides. But now with MLM, you have your own possibility to work. But that's not the same that you are going to succeed. So I think it's important to be aware of the differences of the individual person that has to do some work. Some want to call it hard work. And well, in one way, hard work, yes. But you can also take this mental picture and choose to decide if you want to work dedicated instead of hard, for example. But just put in some effort to really reach people and really treat your work as a business if you want to succeed. Instead of blaming the company, blaming the MLM system because it didn't went the way that you wanted it to be. In my eyes, there are two different things. I first attended in this MLM industry with this plastic company, and that was I think that was around 33 years ago when I started at that company, and it was home parties. You were supposed to have home parties, invite people, or the hostess were supposed to invite people. And I found it was so difficult to do. And that during that time, you should also have, I think it was during 8 weeks or something, you should have at least one presentation. And I wasn't able to have that one presentation. So I had to quit. So in that way, but I didn't blame the company, but I didn't do MLM for some years until I saw someone asked me about another company, and people were saying, oh, this is scam, this is blah, 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 already done. But that company started, I think, 1978 or something. But when I attended it, it was around 1919. No, 2002, I think it was when I attended it, because it was relative new to Sweden, I think, during that time. And I was standing there, and we were those meetings with the whole company and all those people walking out on the scene, and we were watching, oh la la, that person, the leader, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And it was this enthusiastic way of blah and blah 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 and so on. And we who didn't know how to recruit so much people, we were sitting there like, oh, how do they do this? How do they? But was that the company's fault that we didn't reach the top level? No. Maybe we were sitting there, but what would have happened if we had taken action and searched for possibilities? But it's also good to know that this is old school MLM. And the very first I attended, you have, think about it, 33 years ago, about 33 years ago, there was no YouTube, there was no Facebook, as far as I know. I don't actually know which year Facebook started, but I was in Facebook 2010. And that's because that a friend told me, you need to be on Facebook. And I, no. So that's one way of my story. And then I didn't do MLM for a lot of years because I was so tired of not succeeding. And then someone asked me in summer 2022 about another company, a really, really good health company. And I thought it was insane to already in January, then I was asked about Livegood, to join Livegood, when I did have all those so good products in the other company. But it was so hard to recruit people. But Livegood has another way of thinking. And they are thinking new. And that is what I mean here. When you are thinking of MLM year 2023, that's a reason why Livegood is called the best MLM 2023, because it's based on membership. They have products, but you don't necessarily need to buy the products. So I think it's also time to upgrade some of the descriptions of how they describe MLM and so on. Because this is a whole new way of thinking. It's more of, for those who know about Kotsko, that has nothing to do with Livegood, but they have had that as a model with the membership for having cheaper prices with the product. But you can also compare it to Amazon in that way, that their goal is to provide so much different products, so you can buy cheaper when you are a member of Livegood. So here is something that is really, really, really important to think in. That Livegood is it's a legal company. It's a company that has the form of an MLM company. And you can choose, it's up to you if you want to attend or not. What happens is that if you're not attend, well, you don't have that possibility. And it's also good to know that you can be active or you can be passive. And all those all those gainings is coming from memberships. And here at Business for Home, we can search here from Livegood. We can search for different companies here. So let's search Livegood and see what happens. Oh, here you have. Here I have, for example, network marketing professional Misha Harris Johnson. Results. See if I can have see where find here companies. Here you have all the companies that are in Business for Home, and that is companies that you maybe recognize the company names. Or you're maybe not doing, but maybe you heard of ACM, maybe you have heard of what should we take? Maybe you have heard of the big, maybe you have heard of a lot of them I haven't even heard about, but maybe you have heard about Cambridge Diet. Maybe I've heard about Colony Beautiful, and so on. And when we walk all the way down here to Livegood, it's also the improved Business for Home. So it's an okay company, Livegood. They have a review score of 5 stars. For example. And then you can find a lot of information here about if you're going into different pages about this. That's what I wanted to show you. But I would also like to talk about oh, I have this a picture all the way. Okay. You have also some big personalities that have been doing MLM for a lot of years. So if you want to know more about MLM, you can search for Eric Warren. He started in 1988. Or you have maybe heard about Tom Big AI Schreider. He's also one. He has done this for, I think it is 46 years plus now, that he is attending different MLM companies. He has written books that I planning to read. I haven't been able to do it yet, but I'm planning to read because he uses a special method to talk to the subconscious mind to people. So I mean, you have a lot of information. And when I started, no one told me about, or started, okay, 1988, we were quite similar in starting. But later on, 2002, I don't know if the book was written yet, the famous GoPro by Eric Warren. I think that was later. But what I mean is, I have found those things when I have started myself to search for information. And we have so much good information on YouTube. And one of my uplines is Eric Johnson. And he is providing us with so much material and so much tips. And I have watched him, and I watched a lot of other top leaders to have the information. And I want to also want to give one more reason what people talk about, but you can't gain more than if you're on the upper level, or no, if you're in the down, you're more down level, then you can't earn that much. But that's not true, because in Livegood you can do that. And let's take us to here. I just want to show you. My enroller earns more, have a higher rank than the one who enrolled her. So that's also a reason when you are able to do it. And you have I think you have, if you're looking at this, you can find a lot of those people that are earning more than their uplines. But you also have, I shouldn't say here, I think that Eric also is earning more than his upline, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm not going to say. I think I know who his upline is, but not to tell you something that is not true. But this thing I know, that Edward Cader, he's number 5 on the leaderboard. He has, if you search for YouTube, you can also find his video when he talks about that he has found one leader, and he's searching for, because he wants to go all up in the ranking to the diamonds, he's searching for his 3 leaders to become diamond. But he recruited Jeffrey Amman, and Jeffrey Amman, he went like whoop. So therefore Jeffrey Amman has personally enrolled 775 people, and Edward Cader has personally enrolled 279 people. So Jeffrey Amman earns more than this. And if you're checking those people, maybe you'll find more of this information if you're checking more and more. But what I wanted to do with this is that I wanted to give you a clue of what MLM is, and that it's a really, really good way of earning money if you decide to work. But you can still be passive in Livegood and earn money. But then you have to be patient, because it can take, we don't know, it can take 1 year, it can take 2 years. You don't actually know how long it will take before you have earned as a passive. And it moves faster if you're in a team where people are recruiting and working for it. So it's up to you also here. But you have this great opportunity to do it. But that is if you're ready to learn and if you're ready to listen. Because if you're not that, if you still are that person that rather complaining and rather having excuses and so on, well, please ask yourself the question, is this really for you? Maybe it's not for you if you're that person, or if you're ready to open up a glimpse of learning more, and maybe you're starting to understand that, oh, maybe I didn't know everything that I thought about this. But I also hope that, and I know it's not going to be this, but I hope that people are beginning to think, because before they write in the comments and just are verbally attacking people. I really hope that it will be a change. both in both sides. I'm going to talk more about that in another video, not in this one. But if you now have seen this and you have been thinking of, oh, I want to be a member of Livegood, then you can go down and find my link in the description, and then you follow the steps and you fill in your information and your name and your best email address, and you can take a place for free. But if you really want to start now, you also pay the starting fee of $49.95, and then the next coming fees, yearly or monthly. And then I help you with this, how you can move on with this. And with that, I want to wish you a really great day. Bye.